Welcome to 3D animation course of SufiWords.com. Lesson 2, Understanding 3D Environment.
In the last session, we had looked at what 2D, that is two-dimensional and three-dimensional animation softwares are, difference between two-dimensional animation and three-dimensional animation. We had also looked at the system requirements and and the steps involved to install Movizu software. In today's session, we'll start with understanding the 3D environment. As soon as you start the Mobizu software, this is the first screen that you will see in the software. Now, let us have a fast look at the environment. Okay, so this is the working area. So where you see a tree, a bench, boulders, fence, okay, dustbin, floor tiles, this is all working area. This is the area where we can uh, manipulate the characters. Okay, and this second window is the camera view. Okay, now this window shows the view of the camera. Now this is the camera. Okay, and if I move this camera, you will find changes in this window. Means if I move the camera forward, okay, so how to move? Just click on the camera and move it, hold the mouse key and move it in the forward direction. The camera will move in the forward direction. Okay, now did you observe the change? In the second window, we see that the camera has like the view has changed. Okay, now once again we'll move it backwards. So to move the camera back, again click on the camera, okay, hold the mouse button, pull it in the back direction. Now you can see the change in the camera movement. Okay, so this is a camera movement where we can see the view or view of the camera. Right, this is very important, especially when setting a scene. So this whole environment is considered as one scene. In animations, we talk about scene 1, scene 2, and after creating a video, we can combine, or sometimes we can break a scene and we can have multiple scenes together. Okay, so just for time being, you understand the scene as an environment. Okay, now in the previous class we had discussed about a 3D animation software should have 3 views. Okay, now here you will find all the 3 views. See, now you can see an object lengthwise, you can see it widthwise, and you can also see it height-wise. Okay, so that's the beauty of 3D animation software. Okay, so if you move this, you can have multiple approach or multiple views of an object. Okay, now uh, these are the things that you see on the screen. Like this is a tree is an object. Okay, and all the entities in 3D animation are treated as objects. So tree is an object here, this boulders or boulders as an object. Okay, this fence is an object. Okay, this dustbin is an object. Okay, and the floor tile is an object. Right, now so let's first, okay, so when we see in this camera, we see that the tree is not completely covered in the camera. Okay, now if I want to reduce the size of this tree, Okay, so what I can do is just click on this tree and press on the left mouse button. Press on the left mouse button and you will get an menu. In this menu, click on the edit menu. Now, once you click on the edit menu, you will get the options of this type. Now here, I want to reduce the size of this tree. Now, to reduce the size of this tree, go to scale, and in scale, you can, when you bring it in this direction, see what happens. The length of or the height of the tree is getting reduced. Okay, now if I move it further, the height increases. Okay, now it's up to you. You can, like, best thing to work is you can use this camera window to check the requirements. Okay, now it looks fine. Now say if you're not happy with the color of this leaves, so what you can do is go to properties. In the properties you have leaf color. See, click on this, and if you want to make it a bit more lighter, okay, so you can pick up a lighter version of this. Okay, or still light. Okay, so you can use this is another way to make it a little more dark or light. Okay, another way, here the intensity of red, green and blue. So this way also you can adjust, and you can have the color. Okay, color getting changed, right? So like this you can adjust the leaf color of the leaves, right? Now, in the similar manner, here you can see the shadow. Now, cast shadow means we are telling the software to add shadow. If I uncheck this button, shadow will be removed. So if you want the shadow, click on this button and shadow will be added. Okay. Now, you can adjust the shadow by using this button. Okay, so like this, for every object you will have options. You can use those options to bring in changes. Okay, now say suppose I have only two floor tiles in this case, and I want to double them. So what to do, select one floor tile first, hold the shift key and press on the second floor tile. Okay, again, you can use edit, go to edit, copy. Okay, control C. So this is a default key as we use it in Windows. Okay, so this is one way. From the edit you can press control C. From the edit select the copy option, or press the left mouse button. Okay, default button, and here also you can select copy. Now it has been copied to the buffer area. Now I need to paste it. Select the area where you want to paste and click on paste. So here what happens is it gets pasted wherever we have the control. Now you can just hold two of them as they are, or you can click one at a time. Okay, and you can adjust the tiles. Okay, so these are the very basics. How you are going to use it, it's up to you. There is no hard and fast rule, especially with packages. So these are all predefined packages. You can use them, features of the packages, you can use them as you like. Okay, now say I have this bench. Okay, I'm not happy. Okay, so let's a little bit maximize this. I want to move this bench a little aside, and I want to, okay, so here we see a flower bunch. Okay, just click on this weeds and you can bring this weeds You can change the weights as you like. Okay, so like if you want to double this weeds, okay, so same thing, select the weed first. Now with the weed is selected, from your keyboard press Ctrl plus C first, then Ctrl plus V. So don't worry, don't panic. So if you just scroll back the middle button of the mouse, roll back the middle button of the mouse, it will take you to a higher vision. Okay, now if I want to go down to the ground level, move it forward direction. Okay, so just again, if I want to move this, okay, just hold it and place it where you like to place. Right, now we have a setup, but the camera is not pointing to the right direction. Okay, we'll a little bit adjust, make an adjustment of this camera. Okay, now you can change the direction of the camera. Now you can, like say suppose you want the camera to point downwards. Okay, to point it downwards, press and hold the left mouse key, and if you move it up in the upward direction, the camera points to the up. If you move it in the downward direction, the camera points to down. Okay, so like this you can make a slight adjustment to the angle you need. Okay, until we want the selected angle. Okay, so to move it, you can use the right key. Okay, right mouse key, click on the camera and move it to the right direction, to the direction which you like, and let it be to the right or to the left. Okay, so this you will understand, like when you see me doing this, it may be confusing, but the moment you give a try selecting a tool or object, it will be easy for you to do. Okay, now here the tiles are not complete, so I need to move the tiles a little bit, so we'll fill it up the tiles. Okay, so like this you need to a little bit practice in the beginning. Once you get until you get a little bit hands-on practice, it will be slightly confusing. Okay, but gradually with practice, it's not a big deal. You can easily create very good animations in Moviezone. Right, fine. Now here I see a bottle and I don't want this bottle. So what I should do, click on this bottle. Again, you can press delete key from the keyboard. That will also remove or delete the object. Okay, so okay, let me show you. If I press delete from the keyboard, select it, press delete, and it is removed. So I see another bottle here. I don't want this bottle, whiskey bottle. So left click, select the bottle, press the left key, and press del. So the bottle is gone. Right. So now what we'll do is we'll right. Okay. Now at this point, so in order to create an object or a character, you need to click on create. Now, if you want to create a character, click on characters. If you want to create an object, click on objects. If you want to create a backdrop, click on backdrop. If you want to add effects to the animations, click on effects. If you want to add additional lights, click on this lights. If you want to add words or sentences, text messages, click on this words thing. And you can also have more than one or two cameras at a time. So if you want to add one more camera, click on this camera option. And unfortunately, in the trial version, you will not be able to import any of the characters or other things. It works only in licensed version. Okay, now for our understanding, let us insert a character. So click on this character, and so we have, as I told you, in free version you can have access to only 2 characters, and remaining characters are all locked up. We cannot access all these characters. All these characters can be accessed only in the paid version. Okay, so we'll click this character and we'll click on create. Right, now you have this character. You can move this character as you like. You can move. Now this character you can see in the work area, but it is not visible in the camera. Why? Because it is out of scope. So in order to have this character within the scope, so what should I do? I should take the character in the scope of the camera. Now you see that the mic or the character here, mic is not looking at the camera. So what should I do? I should move mic. Now to move mic, okay, select mic first, click on mic. Okay, now mic is selected. Hold the left mouse key and move in the direction, whichever direction you want to move. Okay, so now mic is looking at the camera. Now if you want mic to move, you want mic to move back. Okay, so now mic is very close to the bench. So like this you can make a mic to sit on the bench also. Okay, so which we'll do very shortly. So before this, let me demonstrate, or one more option is there. Let us first look at that option. Now let us take an object. Okay, and let us take this cube. Okay, so and we'll also take a cylinder. Okay, right. Now both of them are placed. Now here you can select both the cube and the object. Okay, and click on the left mouse button and click on group. Now this whole thing is made as one object. Right, now if you want to work, if you want to reduce the size of it, okay, dimensions of it, click on physics, and here you have can be stood on or floats in air. Now what happens if I select this floats in air? Now here, as we have gravity, anything that you drop in the animation software will land on the floor. Now if I select this floats on air and see what happens if I lift this using both the mouse button and leave it, it will not fall. Okay, why it will not fall? Because we have selected the option floats in the air. Now if I uncheck this, then what happens? See, immediately it falls down. Okay, so when we are constructing, we can use this physics option, can be stood on or floats in the air, to construct a building or to work with structures especially. It will be useful. Okay, so in the similar way you can main thing is building an environment. How to build an environment, that is important. Now let us say if you don't want this green color flooring, or grass you don't want. You want to change the ground. To change the ground, okay, on the ground, keep the cursor on the ground and select edit environment. Now here ground texture is there, so you click on this. It will show you again, go to ground. Okay, now say instead of grass I want sand, let us say. So I will select this and immediately you will see that it gets changed. Okay, now you can also, if you have your own format, you have a other ground floor to be used, so you can click on import. Okay, once you click on import, it will ask you the file to be imported. So once you give the file, then it gets added up here, and after selecting from here you can make it change. So like this you can uh, change the ground, and you can also change the sky. So this is a default sky which we have now. So I don't want this and I want a different one. So you can click on this, go to skies. Okay, and here, like say suppose you want night background, okay, night screen, you don't want the daytime. So unlock the things without lock or free, you can use this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this three are free, this one is free. Okay, so let us see how this night one looks. Okay, now the whole thing gets in as a night screen, and you can a little bit work on with this options to get the desired result. Okay, so shadow sharpness, if you want more, if you want sharpness, shadow as more sharp, or shadow to be okay. So like this you can work on with the environment. So in today's session we had looked at what a camera is, what an object is, okay, how to work on with this objects, how to insert those objects. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll do a small we'll try to build a small pillared house. Okay, so we'll remove all this. Yeah, so as I told you to remove, just click on the object and select, press on the delete key, and it is gone. It will be removed. Let it be any character, it can be done in a fraction of a second. Okay, so like this, we'll remove everything from here. Right, so for time being, we'll little bit adjust. Okay, so here what we'll do is we'll try to build a small house. Okay, to build a small house, we'll pick up objects. Okay, so we'll go with a cube and create a cube. Now here you have a cube, so take this cube and you work with the size of the cube, so you can scale it as you like. So let us make it a smaller one. Okay, so right, so we have, now I need many cubes of this size. So what I will do is I will copy and I will paste as many as possible. Okay, now here there were too many objects. Right, now here this will be a little tricky. So here, say suppose you want to make a pattern of this. Okay, I don't want all the cubes to be of yellow color, so I want to change the color of it. So I'll instead of I'll make it as a black one. Okay, now yeah, I have one cube as okay, yellow and one as black. Now here what I'll do is right, this requires a little bit of patience. So especially we should have a lot of patience when you work, because sometimes things may take time. Things may not turn out as we expect, and definitely we need to have patience. Should not lose heart. So yeah. So here, what I'll do is okay, right. So now, so what I have done is I have right. So then I have added few cubes, and I'll select all these cubes and I'll group them. Okay, so now it is one entity. Now say suppose I want to change the pattern. So first what I will do is I'll copy and once again I will paste. Right, so I don't want this pattern, I want to change this. So what you can do is you can okay, so anyhow it doesn't make a big difference. Okay, so like this you can change the direction. Okay, using the mouse, just move it, hold the mouse button and move it in any of the direction, it gets changed. Okay, so like this you can once again you can group this two. So this two first, pick them up, again group them. Now it is one group. Okay, so again copy, no sorry, so yeah, so by mistake I have used the cut option. Okay, now so like this, uh, copy, then paste. So yeah, so let us say this is our platform. Okay, so a little bit slight adjustment, trial error. Okay, so now we have done partly uh, with our basic platform. Now on this top, let us say we need to add four pillars. Again, go to objects. Okay, first select this one, create. Okay, then go for cylinder, create. Now it has got added to it. Now first thing that we'll do is we'll select both and we'll edit. Okay, so sorry, we need to group them. We'll group it. Now it has become a single entity. Now according to the environment, okay, so so after this, what we'll do is we'll take this and you can place it. Now we need to place it on top of this platform. To place it on the top of this platform, just press both the mouse buttons and just raise and keep it where you want. So this will be a little tricky sometimes. Okay, so yeah, so like this you can place it on the platform, and you can make a small you can adjust it until it fits to the environment. Okay, so like this again, this has not been properly set, so to again will ungroup it. Okay, and we'll click on this option. Okay, now we bring it to the center. Okay, again we'll select both, we'll group it. So again we'll get it. Okay, properties, block, physics. Okay, right. Okay, so like this you can like say like this I need more uh, four more pillars. So again select that, Control V, so I have got another pillar block. Okay, so same thing, use the button and you can put it on top of it. So we'll take it very close. Okay, now it is almost there. Okay, so like this you can okay, so like this you can place. Right, now let us say on top of this two uh, things I need to place. Okay, so slightly, like let us say on top of this two I need to place another bar. Okay, so I'll go to again we'll go to create objects. Okay, we'll select this object and create. Now if I place this, the object size is smaller, so I need to have a little bigger one. So I'll go to edit, scale. Now here what I'll do is I need to increase it lengthwise. Okay, so right, so I think I have picked up a wrong one. We'll select something that is widthwise lengthy. Okay, just click on this all options. Okay, so you will find more objects here. Okay, abstract, click on abstract, bar. Okay, so most of them are logged ones. So this one is free. Okay. I click on this all, it should display. Let us see what fits us on this environment. So you have this one, this cylinder we have added up. So picking up the right thing is also important, which should meet our yeah, we'll pick up this one. Okay, right. So now the color should match. So I will change the color of this. Go to properties. We need an yellow one. Okay, maybe. So like say suppose if you want to match the exact color. Okay, so what you can do is if you want the exact color to be matched, okay, pick this color picker option and this should do the work. Or other thing which you can do is click on this edit, go to properties, you have the color code here, pick up this control color code. Okay, then click on this object, again go to edit. Now with picking up the color wise it will be difficult, so what I will do is I'll add up the same thing. Now the color gets changed. Okay, now before adding it on top of it, so I need to change it a little bit. Okay, so like this I can work on with the size. Okay, now here I need to place this long bar, okay, on the pillars. So I can scale it up, go to again edit, in edit again select scale. Okay, so we'll reduce the size of the bar a little bit. Okay, now we are almost done. Next thing is when it should be floating in the air. So we'll select floats in the air and can be stood on, because we want to place it on top of these two pillars. Okay, so now to lift this bar, hold both the mouse buttons. Okay, press both mouse buttons and move it in the front forward direction. Now once you are, yeah, so here you can adjust it a little bit. Okay, this part is sometimes a little tricky, so you can okay, like this you can place, okay, on top of two pillars. So you can use okay, so you can use the mouse to center and place it. So like this it requires a little bit of effort to master and put across the things. Okay, Now we have placed it on top of. So if you adjust the angle of the camera, then again we can see the direction of how it is placed. Okay, so like this we can so these are the basics of working with objects. Okay, so sky is the limit. In the beginning, what I would suggest is you try to work on with this abstract objects as much as possible, because this will help you to select, deselect, or to make in small changes. In lesson 2, we had looked at 3D animation software Mobizu's environment. We had looked at how to work with objects, how to work with a character, okay, how to scale an object, then how to duplicate the objects, make multiple versions of the objects, and different options that are used in 3D animation movies or software. We had a detailed explanation of all the options, and the lesson also covered in detailed practical version of doing the things and learning and 3D movies or environment. In the next lesson, we'll go a little more in depth of creating a complete animation.